next one by Amazon Studios that I highly recommend. I just finished it this morning. And when I talk about this morning, I mean at like 2 o'clock in the morning, because your girl almost never sleeps. Maybe it was like 3:30, I don't know. Is Reacher. Now, this is based off of the stories of Jack Reacher and obviously the films that you guys already know about. They turned it into a series. Now, producers are still debating whether or not they want to do a season 2, which I think is stupid. Why are you debating this? Put it in the books, get started on it now. It was that good. IMDb gave it an 8.1, and I cannot stress this enough, guys. In today's woke media, sort of, everybody wants to hate on everything unless you agree with them, and no one can have an adult conversation, and everybody wants to just hate and hate and hate until they push their own agenda and all this other stuff, and nobody... It's really hard, basically, is what I'm trying to say, to get like an 8.0 and higher rating. And The Terminal List and Reacher did exactly that with 8.1 and 8.2 with IMDb. And what was very shocking is Rotten Tomatoes, I seem to disagree with them quite a bit. They gave The Terminal List a 64%. Me, I would have given him like an 8.5 on the IMDb scale because it was that good. And I would also give Reacher an 8.3 to 8.5 as well. The reason why I say this is because Reacher is a series that you can definitely extend, even though they gave you a really good, ending to a story. The story was so multifaceted and complex. It's like, that phrase, you cut off one head, 3 more arise to take its place like a hydra sort of thing. You had that aspect in this story for season 1 of Reacher. The characters themselves were complex but human. It was like your own human onion, so to speak. You know how there's like different levels and different personalities to yourself, where you act according to certain situations, how you would act. You had a lot of that in this. You had a lot of the trials and tribulations of being human, of trying to do the right thing, even though the right thing is not always pretty, it's not always easy. You have to, deal with temptation versus integrity. And, you have life or death situations and how you actually adapt and how you even deal with that trauma in your day-to-day lives, and the keeping up with the Joneses and looking beneath the surface of seeing what things are pretending to be versus what they actually are. There was a lot of that going on in the Reacher series. It also had 8 episodes just like The Terminal List. And I loved the characters and I loved the plot twists. Every episode ended on a cliffhanger that made you want to watch the next episode. You didn't have an absurdly long intro. They got to the point. They were crass. They were humorous. You had tension, you had a clever plot, but you didn't have something that was trying to be something it was not, which I really appreciated. You know how some shows, they drag it on too long, and they try to do too many plot twists to keep it going, and then you're like, okay, it's kind of enough, like you've dragged it out, you should have cut it like 3 seasons ago, whatever. This did the opposite. They did exactly what you want out of a suspense show. And they didn't, like the Terminal List, they did not rely heavily on special effects. You had very good acting to complement the special effects. You had very good action. You had great drama, tension, feel-good moments, heartfelt moments. It's everything you want out of a binge series. So to me, I'm like, why are you hesitating on this? Like, you got great numbers. Like, just go for it. Go with season 2. I can give you 3 pitches right now for a continuation of this story from season 1 that will keep people wanting to be on the edge of their seats seeing a season 2. Just saying.